Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing midweek magic. It's Historic Artisan this time. And ignore the colors here. This is actually just a mono black deck. So it's pretty much a mono black sacrifice. And it's actually relatively simple. We're taking advantage of the new addition from Explorer Anthology, Zulaport Cutthroat. Also take advantage of the Blood Artist that we already quite have. So between these two guys and Bastion of Remembrance, we're quite fine with having all of our small creatures die, and we have quite a lot of them. So also we need to highlight also our sacrifice outlets. So we have 3 Eaten Alive, that's our removal. A single Witch's Cauldron, but primarily 4 copies of Sepulchre Ghoul. This one's the upgraded version, it's just basically an additional toughness. And a few copies of Deadly Dispute. I could have gone for all 4, but not too much. But our creature suite should be very familiar. Eye Twitch, Shambling Gas, Cursebound Witch. Actually, Cursebound Witch gives us more Witch's Cauldrons. That's why I only put 1 there. I don't know if we get access to... Also gives us access to Witch's Oven, which is quite good. We do have a few Carrier Trolls for additional sacrifice. Hunt for Specimens, quite good. I will note that there's one thing that's weird here. Just humor me for a second. We have Cauldron Familiar here. And this is the alchemy version of Cauldron Familiar. So enters the battlefield, each opponent. So it just has the can't block part. Let's double check if we have Witch's Oven. And I'm pretty sure we do, because yeah, we do have Witch's Oven as well. Do I want to just sneak in Cat Oven combo? Probably makes sense. I would probably just cut the tree hunt for specimens. I would probably make some adjustments here. Yeah, let's actually do that. I do want to keep the hunt for specimens though. It gives us access to a good number of cards, but so does Eye Twitch. So I could, so I can get away with that. Let's just go for this. Cut 1. We can then cut the Witch's Cauldron and go with what's apparently the more superior Witch's. It doesn't draw us cards, so that's probably a knock against it. Yeah, we'll probably only do three of these because our card draw suite is not that heavy. Let's see, we still definitely want to keep the Cursebound Witch. I guess we can cut 1 Bastion, since that's the more expensive. Actually, that's the more expensive one. We can also cut 1 Sepulchre Ghoul. Yeah, we'll do that adjustment here. I forgot that they don't have the ban on this anymore because it's been adjusted. So I should probably... I'm actually going to double check if I'm actually even going to be able to put up the deck list because of this. Let's try. So it's only 3 ghouls. We cut out the hunt for specimens, so that's 4 Cauldron. And yeah, we're definitely keeping this one. In fact, we're gonna play Bojuka Bog first. It does nothing, but that's fine. But we do need to have that option. And let's see. Opponent goes with a non-starter. I'm willing to start with Eye Twitch because I do want to learn. That means we cut 1 Bastion and all 3 Carrier Trolls, if I'm not mistaken. Opponent's skipping this. Okay, well... And now we can truly begin. Opponent might have some responses here, but we are able to sack it. We are able to sack Blood Artist in response, so not too bad. I'm gonna have to double check. Angel Vitality, so our opponent is on the life gain plan. Might be a bit problematic. But we do have a necrotic fumes if we need to. We also have an introduction to annihilation as our spare removal. We'll play necrotic fumes first. We did hit the land, so... And since this is an exile effect, we're just gonna take the angel out right away. I would have preferred Zulaport would have been fine here. Yeah, looks like our opponent is... Okay, there's our Zulaport Cutthroat. And our Cursebound Witch. And since we don't have Cat Oven combo, we're not going for the we're not gonna play the second oven quite yet. And okay, opponent concedes. That gives me time to double check our deck list, but yeah, that was pretty solid. I actually validated the deck without Witch's Oven. I was literally just sacrificing incidentally. It worked. I got my 2 wins that way, but yeah, this works much better now. Hey, nice Lord Protector. Okay, so let's verify our deck list. Let's make sure I'm typing it right. Yeah, 2 Carrier Trolls. Yeah, it's just 3 Witch's Ovens, not 4. And I think this might return an error. This might return an error though. Let's see. It is not the legal deck because it contains the banned card Cauldron Familiar. Yeah. How do I tell that? Unfortunately, I cannot tell it that it's alchemy, so freeform it is. Freeform it is. I really love MTG Goldfish for giving us access to a stream pop-up, but for the most part it's horrible when it comes to checking deck legality. Anyway, yeah, there we go. We'll continue. Yeah, just a reminder that it is Alchemy Sepulchre Ghoul, Alchemy Cat Cauldron Familiar. This one, yeah, I guess we will just run Shambling Ghoul turn 1. Ooh, opponent's aggressively mulling. I wonder what deck our opponent has. So we definitely want the Eaten Alive. I am running 2 copies of Malakir Rebirth, but it could easily be swapped out with, say, you know what? That's fine because if I somehow want to learn instead, I can still play iTwitch Eaten Alive. Opponent does have Cauldron Familiar, so they are also running the combo. And we kind of want another land, but I am actually going to take Necrotic Fumes in preparation. Our opponent was gunning for the quick combo, but yeah, as much as possible, if you're going to play Cauldron Familiar, you want to be able to protect it with the combo per se. You do not want to play one piece at a time. Yeah, opponent made a mistake there. And that is why I actually thought of running bone shards, but no, the exile is so important here. And I could call it a day right now. We did get our wins for the day, but it's only 9 minutes in. It's less than 10. Well, yeah, it's only less than 10 minutes in at this point. So we're gonna run a few more games here, see how it goes. My testing matchups were white-black decks. This one, okay, not the best one. Carrier Patrol is going to be a tester. I am tempted to just run Sepulchre Ghoul first, but we'll run the Carrier Troll first. If our opponent does have an interesting dice trigger, so netting us mana is actually a decent deal for us. Now Sepulchre Ghoul, you can only activate once each turn. Something to keep in mind. Ooh, okay, here kitty kitty. So I'm tempted. So I'm actually going to swing with the Carrier Troll first, see if our opponent's willing to trade. Nope. I think our opponent, this is a mana rock, so to speak. So we will play the Sepulchre Ghoul because this also is a sack outlet. Deadly Dispute is also good, but I kind of want to save that a bit. Chandra's Pit. Oh, it's that deck. Okay, we might be in trouble here. Opponent's not going to swing in. Actually going to sacrifice the Carrier Troll here because that opens up Deadly Dispute for us. Care of the Eldrazi Scion token. And we can sack the Cursebound Witch or whatever. Dragon Fodder. Okay, opponent is no non-combat damage yet. Just this might be a Goblin Bombardment deck. That might be a problem. Do I want to fire off Deadly Dispute now? I kind of want to draw cards, so yeah, we'll sack. We will sack the Witch. So we got Cauldron Familiar. We also got Witch's Cauldron, which is... I would like either one of these two, but I do not... Well, this one can't block, so I think I do take Witch's Cauldron. And pass the turn. Okay, we did draw the land. And we can play Shambling Ghast, Witch's Cauldron. We need to hold up 2 mana for this. We can also hold up Malakir Rebirth as well. So we're gonna swing with Sepulchre Ghoul. Opponent's just actually gonna take it. Yeah, we'll just hit for 9 for now. We want to have some blockers at least. Goblin opponent's just making opponent's making a lot of goblins. I'm still waiting for that Goblin Bombardment or Cavalcade of Calamity. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, that's a problem. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's see if we can gain enough life in the process. So we'll see how big this guy gets. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so 16. Past the blocks, we need to block this one and this one. So first sacrifice to Ghoul. So that gives us a little extra life buffer. Then Yeah, Cavalcade's a problem. The two Malakir Rebirths are also not quite good for us here. But we did survive that. So how do we survive this? I definitely want to have creatures to sacrifice. Unfortunately, if this had been an... So let's see, sack. Unfortunately, we gave up our Blood Artist, so this is only gonna go for our life. And we're probably gonna die anyway to this, so that's also a problem. And opponent has to play with fire, so probably sack. And we can only activate this one, so so opponent is gonna draw some more cards. But yeah, as soon as I saw the Spitfire and I saw the Goblins, that was a problem. We could have used the board wipe, but at least we lost quickly. That's that's the least that I could ask for. Unfortunately, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can survive. We can survive one with this, but that's not gonna happen. Actually, it's not gonna happen enough. So perhaps if we had Carrion Feeder, but that it would have been a fit for Historic Artisan. So yeah, that not perfect. We needed to hit more 1-drops rather than 2-drops in that sense. But I can take it. That was fine. I guess if we had more creatures like Zulaport Cutthroat and whatnot, we would have been able to survive it. In fact, I think the correct play was we didn't need to block with Blood Artist per se. We still had quite a bit of life left over. So what we could have done is, so if I had counted that correctly, we might have been able to take out more. Anyway, we'll keep this one call. Cauldron Familiar, always good. And so if our opponent plays a creature, we can go Eaten Alive. If they go for the exile spell, that's fine too. So Cursebound Witch, another Cauldron Familiar. I did say that if we could protect the combo, we should, but sometimes it's not meant to be. Though in this case, it's not too bad. It's eating burn spells everywhere else. I think we'll play Bastion of Remembrance here. Then let's see what our opponent plays. Symmetry Sage. Oh, it's the old classic. Reckless Charge. Not quite the same. Actually, first we swing. So we get our food token, we get our combo started. We have Trespasser's Curse. Curse of Leeches is... Yeah, we probably want to get a Curse of Leeches as well. More importantly... the combo is not quite the same with... The combo is not quite the same without Dreadhorde Arcanist. So we have to be careful if our opponent leaves red mana up. Nope, no red mana up, so... Wait. And that was their land play for the turn. So we will... And now the game truly begins. Monastery Swift Spear. We were not blocking anyway, so that's kind of fine. Definitely playing Eye Twitch, holding up Deadly Dispute next turn. Opponent's still going for expressive. Well, expressive iteration makes sense since you're kind of digging for particular answers. Though once the combo is, if you play your set correctly, once you have the oh yeah, you already played the land too, so also the sacrifice of creature is a cost. So we're actually gonna pass. Because we don't need to be too greedy. We can... And yeah, opponent concedes. Opponent realizes that we now have multiple options. Bonus alchemy card. Yeah, they had to redo Cabaret Charm. 21 minutes in. Let's do one more match. But I am kind of liking this iteration. It looks like so again, try to protect the combo if we can. I do have a Singleton Witch's Cottage because sometimes you do want to buy some creatures back. And since we hit our... So we'll go Shambling Gas first. We'll try to hold up Deadly Dispute for as long as possible. Griffin, Airy. Oh, okay, life gain. I'm actually going to just play the Zulaport Cutthroat now, because this is a juicy target if our opponent does have removal. Hello? Sige. Okay, this definitely last match for the night. Okay, we play Cursebound Witch. So the problem is we don't exactly have our removal, so this is going to be a battle of attrition here. Hateful Eidolon, okay. Mars Grasp. Not quite this. Ooh. We need that Zulaport Cutthroat though, so we're gonna take that action again. Gonna swing with Shambling Gas. If our opponent wants to block, I'm actually fine with it because we do get to take it out. I'm wondering what their Gain Tree life plan is. I'm sure they have a plan. Cleric of Life spawn. Okay, that makes sense. So gain a little life, becomes a 3/3, sure. Okay, we really need to hit our sack outlet. That said, we can start swinging with the Cursebound Witches. Because we want to hit something off it. Familiar, oh, Cauldron, there you go. That's a good outlet. Now, it doesn't give us food tokens, but guess we do play this now since we can air quotes protect it. Oh, should have played the land too. But the interesting Light of Promise, whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Sure. I do want to see what I can hit off the Witch though, so we're gonna sack that. Torment of Scarabs. Yeah, this is a good one. And we hit the oven too. Sweet. So we have the mana to do multiple sacks if we need to. No, sack a non. No, they are gonna take life loss right now. Now they will still get their tokens, but we should be able to outpace them somewhat. Going for the Mars Grasp again. Yeah, that's. Hold on, cancel first. Let's get as much out of our triggers as possible. Okay. Yeah, Griffin Airy is really, if you don't have the sufficient life gain, it's a dead card. There's no good reason to play it. Okay, again, I'm actually okay playing this one because they're down to one last card, and I do have another piece of the combo. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna call this one. I'm pretty sure the mono red we faced up against was a pretty good one. I'm surprised we did not see any shrine decks. Those are still quite solid, even, and I don't think people are playing Back to Nature. So those are still quite solid. There are other options, but I think it's fine. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.